streets full of pedestrians. How do you protect those people, Mike? All right, thank you, Peter.
And Michael, we're going to have a lot more on the attack just ahead, but now let's turn to the battle over health care. The House is scheduled to hold that crucial vote on the Republican bill today, and negotiations are coming down to the wire. Our congressional correspondent, Mary Bruce, has the latest, joins us from Capitol Hill. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, Robin. Well, it was a late night of negotiating here, and this morning, Republican leaders are still struggling to unite their party. Now, there are signs of optimism, but still, no firm agreement.
Easy, guys. Easy.
Overnight, Republicans scrambling to negotiate as the GOP healthcare plan hits a wall.
We think there are ways to improve it that will get enough votes, but so far we don't have any language.
The bill's opponents huddling late into the night, but this morning, still no deal.
I'm not going to stay up all night trying to get this worked out without anticipating a vote tomorrow.
Signs of progress from the conservative opponents, but changes offered to satisfy the right risk jeopardizing the moderates. And this morning, the list of no's is growing. By our count, at least 30 Republicans still oppose, more than enough votes to kill the bill in the House. It's been a frantic push to the finish.
Guys, stop pushing. Guys, stop pushing.
The president and vice president have been working the phones, making in-person pitches, but it doesn't seem to be working.
It's not going to pass as it stands right now unless they make major changes to it.
Holdouts are demanding changes. Among other things, conservatives want the bill to further lower premiums. Republican leaders and the White House are open to negotiations, but they're also adamant this is their best shot to overhaul Obamacare.
There's no plan. There's plan A and plan A. We're going to get this done.
But it's unclear if they can overcome the resistance.
Thank you.
Mr. President, if people like me a doctor and they take their doctor,
Now, the president is lobbying hard still today. This morning, he'll meet with those conservative holdouts at the White House. While here on Capitol Hill, the speaker will huddle with his members as they try to strike a deal. Robin.
And despite all that's going on, still expecting a vote by tonight?
Yeah, that vote is still a go, even though many Republicans say this bill still isn't going anywhere. Robin.
Mary, thank you.
All right, and now to that stunning moment in Washington, a top lawmaker on the House Intelligence Committee telling the press that surveillance of the Trump team may have happened, quote, incidentally. Now, President Trump is responding, and ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega has all of those details. Good morning, Cecilia.
Amy, good morning to you. This was an extraordinary public display of what is usually secret information, and it has reignited the debate over the validity of the president's wiretapping claims. He says he feels somewhat vindicated, but so many others on Capitol Hill now say not so fast.
Good morning.
The top Republican on the House Intelligence Committee delivering this claim in front of the cameras.
On numerous occasions, the intelligence community incidentally collected information about U.S. citizens involved in the Trump transition.
Congressman Devin Nunes says that during the surveillance of foreign nationals, U.S. intelligence officials may have inadvertently picked up the communications of President Trump's transition team, possibly even the president himself.
I guess it all depends on one's definitions of spying. I mean, clearly it bothers me enough. I'm not comfortable with it.
Nunes offering few details, but saying the communications are not related to the FBI's investigation into the campaign and Russia, making a surprise announcement to the media even before he told the intelligence community or other members of his committee. Nunes, a prominent member of the president's transition team, then went straight to the Oval Office to deliver the news directly to the president himself. And then he did another round of press.
What I've read bothers me, and I think it should bother
oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. That's someone else.
I somewhat do. I must tell you, I somewhat do.
But even if President Trump was inadvertently caught in legal surveillance, that's a far cry from the allegation that his predecessor illegally wiretapped him. The top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee blasting his Republican counterpart, calling for an independent investigation.
There is still no evidence that the president was wiretapped by his predecessor.
And the calls for an independent investigation are now growing louder, and it is not just Democrats. Republican Senator John McCain now says Congress no longer has the credibility to independently investigate Russia's role in this election. Robin?
All right, thank you so much. We're going to bring in our chief White House correspondent, John Carl. I know you have a lot to say about that. You heard what Cecilia just said about what Congressman Nunes said. That was an extraordinary moment. What has been the response from the White House to his statements?
Well, Robin, you've heard the president say that he feels somewhat vindicated, but as Chairman Nunes made it clear, he was talking about so-called incidental collection. Absolutely nothing that he says he has found, as he said, would prove the allegations that Trump Tower was wiretapped. More seriously, the impact of his actions yesterday, of Chairman Nunes' actions yesterday, raised questions about whether or not his committee could conduct a bipartisan and impartial investigation about the Russian interference in the election. He ran down to the White House yesterday to brief the president on what he found. That's the kind of thing you would expect a White House staffer to do, not the chairman of a committee that is investigating the White House itself or associates of the White House.
And there was a lot of talk yesterday about Paul Manafort and what the supposed ties between him and that billionaire in Russia and the possible links with Putin. So is the White House concerned about these revelations?
Well, I'll let you hear directly from the White House on this. I don't sense any concern at all. I asked about it yesterday. Here's the exchange.
I don't know to look back right now and say, if we knew now what we know then, would we have done things different? I know that's a question that the president would have to weigh at the time.
Well, he definitely didn't know.
No.
You're saying he didn't know.
No,
he had no idea.
Of course not.
The kind of thing the president didn't want to know, wouldn't he?
Maybe not.
So the White House is saying that the president didn't know about Manafort's connections, and maybe not, wouldn't even have wanted to know about it.
And how about the health care bill? Of course, that's very much on the docket for tonight, possibly. And what does President Trump, how does he feel his chances are at this point?
Well, you heard Mary Bruce say that there are now more than enough Republicans against this to kill the bill, but I tell you, do not count out President Trump on this. He is a few votes shy, maybe as many as a dozen votes shy right now, but I believe that I think he's got a good chance of getting it done, and they are confident here.
We'll see what happens, John. Thanks so much. Let's go to Ginger now. The severe weather that's moving into the plains. Ginger?
Yes, that's exactly right, Robin. You know, that same low-pressure system that's now in the Rockies, in the wake of it, we got this. In Santa Maria, California, north of Santa Barbara, that's a cold air funnel. It's actually a little less dangerous than a tornado. You can still see some. It's just a turbulent atmosphere in the wake of a storm. But check this out. As that low moves across, it's really tonight. That line starts up in parts of the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. This is the area that has to look out for damaging winds, an isolated tornado. And then tomorrow, through the day, Dallas, Houston, Little Rock, you're all in the severe weather threat. Let's go ahead and get to those rainy cities now. Brought to you by Switter. If you've got a life, you got a Swiffer.
Let's go to the Brad Bradshaw Law Firm St. Louis weather update.
Good morning. We've got a chance for a couple of showers early on in the day. Then by the afternoon, we start to see some sunshine out there. Temperature is looking pretty good in the low and upper 60s. Let's get a good look at that weekend. We're going to be in the upper 60s on Saturday with some showers and maybe some thunderstorms. That will cool us off a little bit for Sunday. We're going to drop back down into the low 60s. Heading back to work and school on Monday, more rain showers and afternoon highs in the upper 60s.
It was cold, it was rainy in Los Angeles, but that did not stop the baseball heat or history from being made.
It did not. You know your game, girl. It did not stop Team USA last night. They took home an electrifying win in the World Baseball Classic. Surprisingly enough, it's the first time they've taken the title. They blew out Puerto Rico 8-0. Determined MVP Marcus Stroman. He threw a no-hitter through 6 innings, and on the other side, the bats were hot. The American began scoring 1-8-0. Team manager Jim Leyland said, "I've had some players already tell me this is the greatest experience of their life." And you know, after the win, they took the field. Undefeated going into to the championship game.
Lovely. What a movie.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Hot.
And you didn't really know about it. I just read about it. No, I know.
Very believable.
Oh, good. They sold it.
Coming up, we're going to be live in London with the latest on the terror attack. An American couple who was right there on the scene. We're going to hear from them.
That's right. And an incredible survival story, how a college student survived days in the desert. This is an ABC News exclusive. Stay with us.
The moment you realize the only part of your lawn growing like weeds is the weeds.
At Lowe's, our personalized lawn care plans help you create the yard you want. All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's.
Hurry in and get 50% off Scott's Easy Seat at the Lowe's Refresh Your Outdoors event.
Tomorrow, our country will finally be united. Chips is the funniest movie of the year. It's action-packed and laugh out loud fun.
Who are they gonna call? Different cops?
Chips, rated R. Wake up delicious. Fire crossovers, coconut Greek yogurt, and dark chocolate will be the snack people cheat on their late night snack with. Anytime. Barefoot in their neighbor's garage. Delicious just got deliciouser. Fire crossovers.
Hey, team, I know we're tired of time, but I really need a sick day tomorrow.
Moms don't take sick days. Moms take NyQuil Severe. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Best sleep with a cold medicine.
Say goodbye to extra taxes and fees on your wireless bill. And hello to T-Mobile One. Right now, get 2 lines of unlimited data for $100. Taxes and fees included. 2 lines, $100 all in. All unlimited. Switch today.
Oh, I do believe that something good is happening. I do believe.
Rethink the power. Quaker, we are the good we make.
This piece is so you. I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
This piece is so you. I saw it and I was like, have to have it.
From renters insurance to rewards credit cards, State Farm is here to help life go right.
Life could be a dream. I can take you up in paradise above.
Happiness is powerful flea and tick protection from NexGard. NexGard kills fleas and ticks all month long, and it comes in an easy-to-give, tasty chew. And that makes dogs and owners happy. No wonder vets love it too. Reported side effects include vomiting, itching, diarrhea, lethargy, and lack of appetite. See your vet for more information on flea and tick protection you and your dog will love. NexGard, the vet's #1 choice.
Have you heard? Stanley Steamer's been certified asthma and allergy friendly for removing allergens from carpet, tile, and hardwood. Call or go online for our $99 special.
Stanley Steamer goes certified cleaner.
And a panel of brave men get honest about why men cheat.
I sought happiness elsewhere.
I had her like putty in my hands.
And when to move on.
Stop blaming yourself for something that's wrong with him.
Steve Harvey today at 4 on ABC 30.
The huge clearance clear-out event is going on now at Metro Lighting. Take an additional 25 to 50% off the lowest ticketed price on all reduced merchandise for savings up to 85%. Now at Metro Lighting, full of bright ideas for over 50 years.
For over 70 years, Schaefer's is your one-stop hobby store with a department for everyone in your family. From professional-grade radio control products to our full-line craft and bead department. Come see us today at 11659 Gravois, just east of Lindbergh in South County.
Oh, my experience with Champion was fabulous. Champion just offered everything I wanted in a window.
During Champion Spring Makeover Sale, buy 2 windows and get a 3rd window free. All Champion windows feature Comfort 365 glass and our exclusive limited lifetime warranty, plus 60-month special financing.
It was just amazing to see the difference in the house. A remarkable change.
Hurry, buy 2 windows now and get the 3rd window free during Champion Spring Makeover Sale. Call 888-930-CHAMPION today.
Get up to a 65-inch TV for free during Super Saturday at Rothman.
Saturday 10 to 8 at Rothman, everything is reduced throughout the store. And you get up to a 65-inch TV absolutely free. You heard right. Saturday at Rothman, save on beautiful brand name furniture, mattresses, and more. Then get up to a 65-inch TV absolutely free. Or 60 months zero interest with no money down, plus free delivery. Super Saturday at Rothman.
There's always something new at Rothman Furniture and Mattress. Check us out online at rothmanfurniture.com.
If you've had an accident with a big truck, you need a big-time lawyer. We've already collected $750 million for injured people. We're Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222 or getbc.com.
Your child's healthcare has a new name, SSM Health Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. We believe names are important here. Hi, Max. Sadie. Hello, Ian. As a doctor, I want to get to know your child first before I treat them as a patient. What makes them learn, laugh, and love. At SSM Health Cardinal Glennon, better healthcare comes from knowing your child better.
Nobody likes a dog with bad breath. That's why there's Oravet Dental Hygiene Chews. Oravet cleans teeth and gets to the cause of bad breath. Ask your vet about Oravet Chews. It's oral care made simple.
Don't fret over what you forget. With Schnucks Delivers, fresh groceries can be at your door in as little as 1 hour. You order, we shop, Schnucks Delivers. Sign up today.
Save up to 80%. The Jewelry Exchange has 2-carat heart of the sea pendants for $69. Half-carat hoop earrings $2.99, 1-carat $4.99, tennis bracelets $3.99 per carat, and diamond studs are $5.99 per carat. Buy factory direct and save. The Jewelry Exchange Overland.
Getting food to hungry older Americans cannot stop, and it won't. Hey, these are our parents and our grandparents out there. Let's start talking about how we can really get to the root of the problem.
Hey, we hear you. Fighting hunger doesn't stop here. I'm working with AARP Foundation's Drive-In Hunger Team to change the national conversation around hunger, bring experts together, and make programs better than ever. If you don't think we're in this together, when you think AARP, you don't know art. Learn more at aarp.org/possibilities.
Visit Midwest Money for more. More coins and currency to choose from. More gold and estate jewelry. More collectibles. More of everything. And still paying top prices for gold. Midwest Money, 5900 Hampton Avenue in South St. Louis.
Home Decor Outlet's notice of public sale. Get the most out of your tax refund. 2-piece sofa and love combination for $4.99, $5.99, or $6.99. 3-piece bedroom sets, just $1.99. Get this contemporary 5-piece dining set, only $2.99. Or this elegant 7-piece dining set for just $4.99. Final days to save on bunk beds, futons, Serta Perfect sleeper sets, and more. Free layaway until tax refund only at Home Decor. Home Decor. Home Decor Outlets.
What's happened to snacking? How did it become absent-mindedly eating one after the next? We are a creamy cheese that still believes in savoring our food. The Laughing Cow. Reinvent snacking.
Now at Metro Lighting, it's a great time to spruce up your home with lighting, furniture, and accessories up to 85% off. Shop the huge clearance clear-out event for a limited time only at Metro Lighting. Full of bright ideas for over 50 years.
Coming up tonight, all Nicole. Hey, will the healthcare bill sink or swim? Plus the heat phone, plus indoor football is back in St. Louis. Tonight on ABC 30.
Two become one. Then you're a couple. Think of all you'll share. Like snoring. Does your bed do that? The dual adjustability of the Sleep Number bed allows you each to choose the firmness and comfort you want, so every couple can get the best sleep ever. Does your bed do that? Only at a Sleep Number store where queen mattresses start at just $8.99. And right now, save $400 on our most popular mattresses. Go to sleepnumber.com for a store near you.
At Almond Breeze, we only use California-grown Blue Diamond almonds in our almond milk, and we're proud of that. But the whole care and nurturing part, that idea, we borrowed from the experts. Blue Diamond Almond Breeze. The best almonds make the best almond milk.
Are you bringing the alien back to Earth?
Like the movie Crash It. It doesn't let go. Let's drown it. Jake Gyllenhaal. Ryan Reynolds. Life rated R tomorrow. No matter how dusty the room or how high the pollen count, Flonase Allergy Relief keeps your eyes and nose clear. Flonase helps block 6 key inflammatory substances that cause nasal congestion and itchy, watery eyes. For relief beyond the nose, Flonase.
The goalie has studied every one of your shots. She knows you're going for her left corner. She even teases you calling the shot. But her legs are the ones trembling, not yours. Time to shine. Orbit.
Back here in GMA, and you're looking at the scene of that deadly terror attack in the heart of London. We're learning more about the suspect this morning who killed at least 3 people before he was gunned down by police. And we're going to hear from an American couple who were there on the scene. We'll hear from them in just a moment.
Also, right now, all eyes are on Capitol Hill, where that crucial health care vote is set to take place in the House today. Republican leaders scrambling overnight to get skeptical conservatives on board. They need 216 votes in favor to move forward. 22 no votes from Republicans would kill the bill. The vote could go late into the night.
And everybody get out those brackets if you already didn't crumble them up and throw them away. The Sweet 16 kicks off tonight, and we've got South Carolina's coach here live after that huge Duke upset. We can't wait to hear from him and our big.
And we will just ahead, but first, let's go back to ABC's Terry Moran. He's there in London, has the latest on the attack there. Terry?
Good morning, Robin. Well, the police are still processing this crime scene less than a day after it took place yesterday afternoon when the lone suspect drove his Hyundai SUV at high speed the 800 feet along Westminster Bridge, ramming people, running them over, before crashing that vehicle into the fence surrounding Parliament. He jumped out and attacked a police officer, stabbing him in the face, in the neck, in the head. That officer later dying. Police finally confronting the suspect and shooting him. He later died. 3 killed, 29 injured in this rampage. And we're learning more about that suspect. He was born in Britain. This is a homegrown attack. He was known to intelligence services, although they did not know about his plot. They believe he acted alone, inspired by Islamist ideology. London is getting back to business. Prime Minister Theresa May spoke to the nation this morning from the House of Commons.
Yesterday, an act of terrorism tried to silence our democracy. But today we meet as normal, as generations have done before us and as future generations will continue to do, to deliver a simple message: we are not aid.
Overnight, police raided houses here in London and up in Birmingham. They arrested 8 suspects as they try to unravel this worst terrorist attack in the United Kingdom in more than a decade. Amy?
Terry, thank you. We're joined now by eyewitnesses Bradford and Joanne Buck. They are visiting London from Connecticut. Want to welcome you this morning, Bradford and Joanne. And I know that you all were doing some sightseeing in the morning. You came up from the subway, the underground, and you were shocked by what you saw. Tell me what happened.
When we came up from the underground, right opposite Big Ben in Parliament, we saw all this commotion going on, looked over, there was a car crashed into the gate, the door opened, and there was a man down right next to the car, all curled up, and another person with hands over his head, like, couldn't believe what happened. And then the next thing I saw was a few police officers with machine guns running around. So very, very hectic. This must have just happened when we came up from the underground.
And Bradford and Joanne, I know, Bradford, you had the idea then to quickly take cover. Tell me what you did next. Instinct kicked in, I imagine.
Right. It took a few minutes for it to sink in, and then when I saw the police with the machine guns, this is not good. So I told our friend Kathy and my wife Joanne to get behind some columns that were right next to us and get behind that. And then we still were kind of in shock. And then after another few more minutes, I said to our friend Kathy and to my wife Joanne, let's get out of here.
I know you all are from Connecticut. Unfortunately, here in the States, we're no stranger to terror attacks in Boston and New York. But I can't imagine you're on vacation. You're carefree at that moment. Joanne, what were you thinking when you saw what was going on in Bradford? Your husband's telling you to take cover.
Just couldn't believe it was happening. Just so surreal. You're seeing what's going on, but it's almost not processing at the same time. Just saw the machine guns and knew we had to take cover quickly.
After the events unfolded yesterday, tell me about what you all did and what your plans are in terms of staying in London after experiencing the unthinkable there. And what is the mood like in London right now?
The mood in London, I mean, the people are great. I mean, they're going about their business. There's a lot of police officers with machine guns walking around, which we hadn't seen before this this happen, but the mood of the people is great. And, we're going to carry on with our vacation. We're not going to let it stop us, and hope to finish our sightseeing while we are here in London.
Well, we certainly wish you the very best, Bradford and Joanne Bach. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So many people who visit London stand on that bridge to get those iconic photos.
I've been there, right?
It's so great, but carry on. I love what they said.
I did too. Turning now to a tragic hate crime here in New York City. A suspected killer is now in custody, accused of stabbing an African-American man on the street. ABC's Lindsay Davis has that story for us. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Robin. That stabbing happened just about 2 blocks away from here. The victim was then able to make his way here to this police station. He staggered in critical condition and later died at a hospital. There have been more than 100 reports of hate crimes in New York City so far this year. That's more than double this time last year.
Police say this surveillance video shows the moments right after James Harris Jackson stabbed a black man in the heart of New York City simply because of the color of his skin. Jackson, seen here being escorted out of a New York police precinct, is behind bars this morning. Police say the 28-year-old Army veteran violently attacked Timothy Kaufman, and they say he was motivated